Severe thunderstorm watch out for much of the area through 10 o'clock this evening. I've got the very latest on what to expect coming up.
The road to the Final Four stops here at Lucas Oil Stadium. I'm Amber Philpott in Indy with a sneak peek of the Final Four floor.
Fire crews are battling forest fires in Macoupin County.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. WKYT News starts now with First Alert Weather.
There are strong storms hitting parts of the bluegrass right now.
And some of them are severe. Round one came through this morning. We'll have more tonight and into tomorrow. Some of them could be strong or severe. Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey's tracking the situation on this WKYT First Alert Severe Weather Day. Chris?
I suspect this is the first of what could be several watches out for the region over the next 24 to 30 hours or so. Main threat with this first severe thunderstorm watch for all the counties that are shaded in the yellow would be damaging winds and large hail, and it's because of a line of thunderstorms that is now racing its way into the Lexington metro. Another little complex of very intense thunderstorms going severe around Bowling Green right now. Let's focus on this line of thunderstorms because we're seeing the southern edge of this picking up a little bit in coverage and intensity, and I'm also noticing northern parts of Scott County here what may be a little damaging wind signature heading toward Sadieville into northern Scott County. You folks up in Harrison County will keep an eye on that. No warning is out for that storm as of yet. It was weakening. Now it's beginning to pulse back up a little bit. Here's a new severe thunderstorm warning for Anderson, Mercer, Nelson, Spencer, and Washington counties. That's almost 26,000 folks included in that actual warning. That'll go until 5:40, and that's with the southern edge of that line that is working its way toward the east. The northern edge of our line becomes a little more jagged now into parts of Franklin County where that severe thunderstorm warning is no longer in effect. But here's the little bit of a Boeing segment that we're seeing on Defender here, well to the north of Georgetown. But again, that may impact folks around Berry into Harrison County and right on top of the Sadieville Stamping Ground area. Southern sections of Grant County too may have some damaging winds as it continues to roll its way on through. Here's what we're seeing heading towards Stamping Ground and Georgetown. Right on top of Peaks Mill, a noisy thunderstorm complex. And you can see on 3D Defender that nice little line with the individual spikes in this. We're looking at just how tall those thunderstorms are showing up here on Defender. Obviously, the higher up that we get, the stronger the storm is going to be. Here are your hail tracks that are showing up. Two distinct cores, one north of Franklin County and another right on top of the BG Parkway. Now, live First Alert Defender for the Lexington Metro. No warnings are out as of right now, though our live Skycam is looking at that line of thunderstorms that is racing its way on in from northwest to southeast, at least with the line itself. Those individual thunderstorms are heading more in a northeasterly direction, but putting everything in motion. Watching those thunderstorms to the west of us now, and an additional area of severe thunderstorms is likely to crank up, guys, later this evening into parts of Missouri, seeing tornado warnings actually now coming out. That will get into town later tonight. This is round one or two, depending on if you have those thunderstorms from earlier in the day. We'll continue to watch the storms as they hit the Lexington Metro over the next half hour.
Thank you, Chris. Let the countdown to the Final Four begin. The Cats are in Indianapolis preparing for a rematch of last year's Final Four with Wisconsin.
And today the coaches talked about Saturday's game. WKYT's Amber Philpott and Rob Bromley are live in Indianapolis with more on the pregame preparations. Hi, Amber.
Hello, Jennifer. Boy, this city has really rolled out the Final Four red carpet for all of these teams and all of these fans. You will notice when you drive into town, you'll see Final Four flags everywhere. Right out here in front of Lucas Oil Stadium, it's been renamed Final Four Way, so it is upon us. It is here. The coach is talking today, and boy, when you get on a national stage like this, all sorts of questions come your way, right?
Well, you know one that would have to come up. One and done, right? One and done. Kentucky, Wisconsin closed practices inside Lucas Oil Stadium today. We did hear from the coaches, John Calipari and Bo Ryan. Now, the question came up, and this is the way it was phrased. Considering the 4-year history or tradition of college basketball, how do players...
By doing what they're doing, winning, garnering national attention, playing in Final Fours, at least to the semis. John and I were having a blast back here talking about Pennsylvania high school basketball.
We have universities here around this country, some of the top, that encourage genius and kids to move on and do their thing if they've stayed 1 or 2 years. As a matter of fact, they'll invest in them financially, and they'll tell them, if it doesn't go, you can come back. Your position in this campus will always be there. But I don't understand why it's a problem if it's the same with basketball players. These kids have a genius.
John Calipari, Bo Ryan talking about one and done. Game is at 8:49 Saturday. It is on TBS, TNT for the team stream on Saturday night. Kentucky, Wisconsin here in the Final Four.
Should be a good one. Of course, the Final Four is here, and before all 4 teams can take center stage, one major thing always has to happen, and that is the changing of the court. Our cameras actually got to go inside Lucas Oil Stadium to see how one of the most famous courts in basketball came together last month right here in Indianapolis. It takes 14 tons of cured maple wood to make up the Final Four floor. The 400 pallets of wooden panels arrived to Indy last month from Idaho. It's a journey that isn't always the easiest.
We've had rain, we've had snow, and to see that trailer arrive this morning is a big sigh of relief for all of us.
Once in town, a team of 13 hit the court right away to start putting it all together.
I'm going to take some photos and maybe even lay on the court.
The stage is about 2,500 square feet larger than a typical basketball court, keeping up with the NCAA trend of preferring that bigger surface. It's transformed Lucas Oil Stadium as we typically know it.
We have moved not only just this court, but we've moved all the seats, all the underlayment, all the structure that goes into building the new stadium, if you will, here in Indianapolis.
So after hours of heavy lifting and precise planning, this is the culmination of weeks of getting the court game ready. Crews call it a labor of love.
For us, this is our Super Bowl, our World Series, World Championship all rolled into one.
That is a true labor to get all of that done. Of course, fans will get to see the teams take to that court tomorrow for open practice and get to see it. It is always very impressive. This is the second time here since 2010 that Lucas Oil will have the Final Four, and it is just always so amazing to go in and see that court when it's put down.
Well, it is a tremendous venue here. I was so impressed with it. I had not been in here until the regional last year, and I'm telling you, it is just a fantastic place.
All right.
We're going to have much more coming up.
Yep, absolutely. Got more to bring your way, but Sam, Jennifer, back to you.
All right, looking forward to it. Thank you, Amber and Rob.
A man convicted of raping a child is back in jail after being on the run for more than a year.
Investigators arrested Douglas McBride at a home on Pasadena Drive in Lexington yesterday. He appeared in a Fayette County courtroom this afternoon. Jordan Valines shows us what happened during the hearing.
In 2013, Douglas McBride never showed up to sentencing for child rape charges. And after being on the run for 18 months, U.S. Marshals finally caught up to McBride. And today he appeared in Fayette County District Court for his arraignment. He's a fugitive from Virginia, a convicted child rapist, and now Douglas Scott McBride faces even more charges after the U.S. Marshals Fugitive Task Force found nearly 2,000 controlled pills and 18 marijuana plants growing in the house where he'd been living on Pasadena Drive. Additional charges were placed on him by the Lexington Police Department for trafficking of those drugs. Today in court, McBride chose to waive extradition, agreeing to willingly go with the authorities from the jurisdiction where he committed the initial crime. In this case, it's Virginia. He also agreed that if the recent local charges are disposed of, authorities in Virginia will be notified to transport McBride back to that state. The local charges will be presented in court next week. McBride's preliminary hearing was set for April 9th at 8:30. In Lexington, Jordan Valines, WKYT.
Douglas McBride is in the Fayette County Detention Center on a $70,000 bond. We're tracking the search for a missing inmate. Officials say that Sam Isaacs walked away from a highway work detail in Madison County about 11 this morning. We're told it's possible he had someone waiting for him. State police are investigating.
Wildfires continue to keep fire crews busy, especially in eastern Kentucky. Hundreds of acres have burned in Magoffin County alone this week. WKYT's Sam Smith shows us what crews are doing to put out the fires.
It's been a very busy week for fire crews here in Magoffin County. In the last 3 days, more than 800 acres have burned. 2 of those fires are still active. This one in the Brushy Fork area of the county is about 160 acres. And in the Spruce Pine area, the fire spans 400 acres.
We have crews actively on them right now, securing the lines to make sure that they are holding.
Ranger Chris Adams says these fires have been a mix of intentional and accidental fires.
We utilize dozers to put in a dirt line when we can around the outside of the fire perimeter, or outside the fire, to try to let the fire burn to that break.
Adams says weather plays a huge role in what they can and can't do when it comes to controlling a wildfire. He asks folks to pay attention to the current weather as well to prevent these fires from starting.
If the humidity is shown to be relatively low or rather low, if the winds are going to be up extremely high, 7 mile an hour, 8 mile an hour, to kind of take that into consideration if they're planning on burning.
Given all these fires, fortunately, no property has been lost. In Magoffin County, Sam Smith, WKYT.
The Division of Forestry has responded to 40 fires in 12 counties in the past 3 days. It's a dessert honoring a notorious post-game tradition. We'll show you how sales of burning couch cakes have taken off.
Drivers might have a little extra cash in their pocket soon. We have details on summer gas prices in Better Living. This afternoon, President Obama announced a historic understanding has been reached with Iran over its nuclear program. He says if the framework leads to a final deal, it will make the world safer. His comments delayed his trip to Louisville this afternoon. He left in Air Force One immediately after that and arrived just a few minutes ago in Kentucky.
Indiana lawmakers have approved changes to the state's controversial religious freedom law. The governor asked it be reworded because of concerns businesses could use it to discriminate against gays. The new language prohibits businesses from using the law as a legal defense. It also bans discrimination based on race, religion, or sexual orientation. Well, after big UK NCAA tournament wins, some fans have celebrated by burning couches, and that has inspired a new dessert.
Last weekend, we told you how Whole Foods started selling burning couch cakes in honor of the Cats' historic season. As WKYT's Rebecca Smith shows us, the idea, well, caught fire.
So with this being the week leading into Easter weekend, a lot of times typically bunny rabbits and all things Easter are the popular thing here at Whole Foods. This year they're being a little bit outshined by these burning couch cakes.
Every time the phone rings, the bakery sort of cringes a little bit.
To keep up with demand, employees are coming in on their days off to ice cakes bearing Kentucky blue and flames to replicate that time-honored tradition every UK fan knows, couch burning.
I don't know what it is with burning a couch and winning a ball game, but that's what they want to do, so hey. And instead of doing that, they can just have a lovely little couch cake, a burning couch cake.
It draws their attention from doing the real thing and, you know, having fun with the cake.
More than 100 orders have been fulfilled since last weekend, with social media fanning the flames.
We've had people request to have them shipped to Seattle, to California. We've had a woman that just left a little bit ago whose daughter saw it on Facebook in Pennsylvania. And
this was a line on Thursday, everyone wanting to get a taste.
But we're trying to make sure that anybody who wants one can go home with a burning couch cake.
We're going to go home and eat burning couch cakes. Go Cats! 40 and 0, 40 and 0.
So it is first come, first serve here at Whole Foods in Lexington. They're located in the Lexington Green Shopping Center off of Nicholasville Road. So if you want to get one of your cakes, the best bet is to come out here. You may have to expect to wait in a line, and you can also call with any modifications that you may need for your burning couch cake. Reporting in Lexington, Rebecca Smith, WKYT.
And in case you were wondering, the cakes cost $19.99. They're so popular, Whole Foods in Louisville is selling them for UK fans there.